talk about our first two heroes. These two guys here. He earned himself a vast fortune. He became a millionaire, returned to Scotland, where he went to Glasgow, became Lord Provost or Lord Mayor of Glasgow on 3 occasions, began the Glasgow Chamber of Commerce, and eventually found himself down in London. And he found himself appointed as Justice of the Peace at Queen Square Magistrates Court in Westminster, just round the back from St Anne's Gate. Who is it you're exactly looking for? I said, it's a bloke called John Harriott. He said, isn't he the chap who started the River Police? I said, that's the one, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, no. His grave's over there. Well, that bloke's parked his bike. But he was an adventurer, so he became a master mariner, went to sea, got himself shipwrecked on 2 occasions, nearly got himself killed, joined the East India Company Army, eventually got himself shot and invalided out, and he returned to his farm in Essex. It's the second worst maritime accident anywhere in the world on a river. It happened not on the icy wastes of the North Atlantic, it happened at Woolwich on a warm and clear late summer's night in September the 3rd, 1878. Londoners didn't have holidays in those days, but they did enjoy their trips on the river, their day trips. And the Princess Alice was one of the most popular vessels out there. And it would have on board crowds of people out to enjoy the late summer sunshine. It was a Tuesday, there were Sunday school parties going out to enjoy the day. The outward bound journey was uneventful, the inward bound journey, unfortunately, not the same. The captain of the Alice, a chap by the name of William Grinstead, is coming inward bound. The Bywell Castle happily going along the middle of the river about here, perhaps close to where the Thames barrier is. The captain of the Princess Alice can certainly see the lights of the Bywell Castle, a much larger vessel, come towards him in the middle of the river, and both vessels are exactly where the other captain would expect to see them. No problem. The Bywell Castle is being driven along by this fast running tide. A collision becomes inevitable. When both captains realise that's going to take place, they both order their engines astern. But the Bywell Castle cleaves into the Princess Alice just forward of his starboard paddle wheel, almost cutting it in two. They slowly pull apart. The Bywell Castle almost completely undamaged. The Princess Alice almost sliced in half. Sinks immediately. Within, it's thought, 3 minutes, the death toll was 640 people. So the worst ever maritime accident in this country's history. Back in the 1830s, some idiot went and invented flushing toilets. Everyone wanted a flushing toilet. The trouble is, London's sewage system wasn't equipped to deal with flushing toilets. The river became an open sewer, it was devoid of all life, and it died. We open up the sluice gates and we pump into the river 95 million gallons of raw sewage every high tide. Unfortunately, that's almost exactly on the other side of the river where the Princess Alice crashed. So all of these people are not swimming in muddy old Thames water, they're swimming 95 million gallons of concentrated London sewage.
If it's been a couple of hundred yards further upstream, they might have been okay.
It might have been better. Over the coming weeks, months and years, many, many more people died as a result of ingesting this miasmic soup.
What did you think of the Princess Alice story?
It was lovely to hear a little bit more about it actually, because I've heard it referred to over the years, but I didn't really know that much about it, and I've always been quite intrigued by it.
What do you think of the museum?
I love it. I've wanted to come here my whole life and I'm just overjoyed.
It's a fascinating place, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Very interesting, yes.
Worth coming to listen to?
Certainly, it's quite a good thing, yes. I've been looking some of the things up now.